Hi guys, I'm in the village. I came for my grandmother's funeral, so I'm actually having a tour in her compound. This is where my father was born, and I lived here for quite a long time. But everything looks so different. So I want to take a tour and let's find out what's changing.
Let's begin our tour from the back part of our compound. This side belongs to my step grandmother. Actually, the second wife. My grandfather had 4 wives. There's just one left. That's my step grandmother, the one that has this site that we are in. My grandmother is the first wife, so our compound is extremely big. The mango tree you just saw there belonged to my step grandmother. So every time we come and steal this mango, that's one of our most epic stories here in this village. We come behind here, we steal the mangoes. Even when she's under weeding grass, we are up. Like, she doesn't notice us there, but when one falls down, she kind of looks up and sees us. It's an issue. Yeah, the compound looks like this now because there's nobody there, like no family person living here. Most of the people living in this compound now are maybe people that ran away from their faraway villages and they came here due to the struggle and they are just here. This used to be my step grandmother's kitchen. I think the last rainy season brought the kitchen down, so everything is down back to zero. And then this other side belonged to my grandfather. This is my grandfather's house. The house before now used to have a lot of craft work inside, and this used to be the most scary part that I would visit when I come to this village or when I'm in this compound. I don't like entering in there because I was so scared of the house. This cemented house here is my step grandmother's house. This is our veranda. We used to play on it like forever. We will put soapy water on it and we are rolling and calling it slicing. After that, you get so much headache. It's as if you are going to collapse. Then the white house up there is our own house. Like, the main road coming to our compound passes directly from that white road. This is where we used to boil our palm nuts, mill it and make our oil. So the place is just directly in front of our grandfather's house. So this is it. I still didn't want to enter into this house to show you guys how my grandfather's house looked inside because the house is collapsing. I'm just like, let me not step in and the thing falls on my head. So yeah, I avoided that part. That no, I don't want it to fall on my head. Then this other mud building you're seeing beside this white house, that is our kitchen. I grew up there living in that white house. Then this big tree in front of our own house is our bush plum tree. I don't know if that's how we should call it. These black plums, yeah, we used to harvest it. Sometimes my grandmother would make us go sell it. Yeah, that's how we used to make extra cash. And then this plum tree here belongs to my step grandmother. We always harvest the plum without her permission. Yeah, we used to torment my step grandmother a lot. Now that I think of it, I'm like, she used to endure us a lot. We used to give her a lot of hard time, but it's not because we wanted to torment her. No, it's just like, I don't know, I cannot explain it. Up till today, I don't explain why, but I think it's because we loved her more. Like, children, the more you tell them, no, don't do this, that's the more they do it. But when you just let them be, they don't disturb you that much. So I guess that is how the thing was. Like, she always limits us from climbing on this plum tree. In our time, the branches used to be down that you can even stand from under and just harvest plums easily.
These are compound. I grew up here. I staying here with my grandmother and my cousins. We had a lot of fun in these places. Now it looks different, but then in our time it was so fun filled. We always do a lot of things here. We play hide and seek in these bushes, like here. Always play hide and seek in these bushes.
So this is the other side of our compound. Coming up this way, this is our house is just beside the road. This is the main road leading right up to the main square. So yeah, and this side of the road is still our compound. We have a very large compound. I mean, very, very big. I'm just showing you our compound like that. Everything is in the bush. No family member there to take care of it. Nobody to look after it. Everybody living here, they are just, as I said before, there are people that ran away from fights, from places, and then they came to settle here. So this is the main entrance leading to our compound. when you come through this entrance, the first house you see is my grandmother's house. So this is our own house, then that is our kitchen. So my grandmother, since she's the first wife, you come first to our house first before you go down to my step grandmother's house. From here you can see my step grandmother's house with the plum tree I was talking about in front of it there. And yeah, this is it. And before they built this house, because I think they built this house when I was like more like 10, no, yeah, I think 10, 11, 12, when I was that old. Before then, we used to sleep here. When I leave, because my father were based in Bamenda town, but when I come to the village in Bengui, we always stay in this kitchen. And when I finally started staying with my grandmother, we live here, this other side that is not that black, yeah, where I'm pointing the camera at. That used to be our home. We used to sleep there, have a good time there. It used to look so big in my eyes, but now that I look at it, it's looking small. It used to be two small tiny rooms in here. I think somebody broke down the separation. What's separating the room, what gave the two rooms is no longer there, but there used to be two rooms in here, and we used to feel that there's magic. Sometimes you are sleeping in the night in this kitchen like that, the smoke from the kitchen comes directly to the room, your eyes will hurt you, like you can't close them to sleep. But yeah, it's our home, so we always love it. This is our grandmother's kitchen. This place hole up here, the ceiling, we always dry corn there. We dry our things in this small basket over the fireplace. And yep, that's it with our own side. Going up to our step grandmother's side, okay, this is our own mango tree here. We have our own mango tree, but we always had this attitude of not harvesting our own mangoes. Maybe it's because our step grandmother never wanted us to always harvest from her tree. Like, not that she's selfish, she just doesn't like us destroying things. And the more she stopped us, that's the more we will keep pesting her up and giving her a hard time. Okay, this other one up here is my other step grandmother's house. This one is completely empty, like nobody is staying here. The house is just like that. And this was the first one to die, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this my step grandmother died when I was very, very young. Like, I cannot really remember her face, but she used to live up here. And when I was here in the village, my auntie used to live here with my cousin, so we spend a lot of time playing here. And she doesn't really have a lot of fruit trees, so we didn't knock her that much. This other side, this is my other grandmother's side too. This one, she is super cool. Like, she's the best of them all. She's always so lenient. You can destroy everything and she will just look at it and say, oh, these children, she doesn't disturb us. We will play. This used to be our nighttime house. Like, in the evening, all of us will come to this house, spend time making noise, harvesting. She has a lot of fruit trees. We harvest plum, pears, mangoes, everything. Then these plums, you see the red, or is it pinkish plums showing from behind? Yeah, she used to have a lot of those. The trees are behind there. We will spend all our time playing. And then this is where she also mills her palm nuts to make oil. She mills it here. That's her machine. She's also the soft one too, but I think the favorite of them all was my step grandmother, because she's still the only one that is alive, the first one that I showed her house. So this other one is here. Like, I don't know, I don't want to pick favorites, but she was so dope. She was really dope. She knows how to, like, be with us. Not like the other grandmothers were bad, to they're not. They were just really cool. All of them were cool grandmothers. They just have their different ways of seeing things, which was very okay, because we dealt with them too. Like, there was no disparity, like this one is a step. No, they treated us so perfectly well. So this is the neighbor. This is our first neighbor. This other side, these people too had a plum tree and an orange tree behind their house that we will steal. Like, harvesting without permission is stealing, right? So yeah, we steal. These other people here, they had a guava tree. We will go there, we will harvest. No matter how much they chase us away, to us it's just like they're playing games with us. So let's just continue playing with them. And yeah, that is how we will play with them, harvesting. Each time we're coming back from school, we'll stop there and harvest. And we'll be harvesting in a way that will provoke them to come out and chase us away. And we're like, hey, leave that place. And life in here was super cool. We had nothing to bother about, because when we go to school, we come back from school, we start moving and harvesting fruits, just doing our own stuff and living our life. By evening we have to go and fetch water, all those kind of things. We had a kind of way of living. Saturday everybody goes to the farm, or we go to wash dresses. Like everybody has a direct way of doing things, a unique way. We didn't bother about television. There were no TVs to stress us. I only had those things when I go to town. I'm like, oh, this is another
Everything is
life
the
here,
way
and
I
here's
left it.
another one.
Okay, maybe there's a little bit of depreciation. Things have gone worse than they were before. Like before, the houses were okay, or maybe I guess my eyes was just so little they couldn't recognize that things were changing. But I feel like the place is the same and nothing has really changed.
So far I've given you guys a big tour of our compound. I cannot even show you people the quarter in which we are living, because it's a very large quarter. Imagine that our compound alone takes this part. If I go behind, because our house is surrounded, our compound is surrounded by roads, if I go down the other way to show you people, it's a large compound that can be like a quarter. My grandfather is a prince, so he had a very large share of land here.
I'm actually enjoying the place, okay? Everything looks so different, so strange. They've got trees, people are just living in houses here, they don't pay rent. You see, this is my step grandmother's house. We abandoned the house, and yeah, other people are living inside. The other house, my step grandmother's house, our own house, people are just living everywhere. You live where you're comfortable and they don't pay rent, and life is okay.
Here we are. This used to be where we come to fetch water. There's a small stream passing around here going down, and yeah, during the rainy season the thing overflows. I just don't know why it's not flowing now, but it used to flow all the time. And this place is just around where my father's house is too, because I'm standing here because I was actually coming to see my father's land. It's just like some meters away from our main compound, but this is our own land that is not in the compound. Our house is also here, and the place is empty. People are walking their farms here. There's a zinc showing in there. That's our house. That's our house there. Nobody is staying there. The thing is just in the bush. I think people are coming and stealing their stuff from there. Whether people are stealing their doors, stealing their windows, whatever is going on, there's nobody staying there. The thing is just there. Especially when this struggle started, everything was just going sour, so nobody had time to come and spend it. So if you've been watching this video right from the beginning and up to now, you're still glued to your phone watching, thank you so much. Please, I'm begging you, don't leave this channel without subscribing. Give my video a thumbs up, share the video, leave a comment down below of what you think of this video, and if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. And if you like videos like this, let me know, so when next I go to the village, I'll work on more. I can show you people more things and tell you people more stories about what was going on in my village when I was growing up there. So yeah, I think this is where we come to the end of the video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.